We are outside of the city of Cusco, Peru, and what you can see are fine examples of ancient Inca terracing that are in the process of restoration. We're on our way to a little town that is steeped in mystery and ancientness called Paucartambo, whose correct name is Paucartambo. And a lot of legends of the Inca come from this little town. We've wanted to go for about 5 years, but for some reason we just haven't made it. So today's the day, and we wish to share the experience with all of you. So we are up in the middle of nowhere, above the tree line, and have a look at this. These are either chulpa burial towers or they're storage houses for food. This is what's called the Capacñan, or the Royal Inca Road, that goes from Cusco all the way into the jungles of the Amazon. What an incredible sight.
Nina means for fire.
So sorry, could you say that again?
Nina Marca, the name in this area. Nina Marca. Nina does mean for fire, yeah, and Marca, this is this town, the site. This is Mark. And this building has mummies in the side, no? But this is covered. This is covered. It's under reconstruction about the, I think so site, the women speak about the 10 years ago. It's a reconstruction is all place, no?
Okay.
Because in the Inca times, probably this area have a fire, no? The old mountain fire, because in this area have a lot of old men. The mummy is the more important person, no? I think so. The Inca's family in this area, no. But with this fire, is the fire the old mountain. That is the name, no. The Nina Marca, this fire place, no. This place in this area. Mm-hmm.
So the small ones are funeral towers, probably for nobility. And the larger ones that are higher up on the hill, which are mainly damaged are called colcas, which are storage places for food. So it's likely that the storage was for people traveling on the Royal Inca Road called the Capacñan. So we are on part of the Inca Road called the Capacñan, which means the Royal Way or the Royal Road. And supposedly there are some petroglyphs up here somewhere. So this part of the Inca trail and road system, which extended in total at least 25,000 miles, is clearly, excuse the joke, off the beaten path. So it very much looks like a colonial town. Likely the earliest Spanish were here in the 16th century. But we're going to see if we can find some Inca or older culture remains. There's a big festival that happens here once a year, and these are some of the costumes involved in the celebration. Paucartambo is famous for a yearly festival which is Catholic but clearly influenced by older native dances and other ceremonies. So very well worth it to visit Paucartambo during this yearly festival. Now this Inca site you will have never have heard of. It's called Huatocto, and it's about 5 hours on rough roads outside of Cusco. And here is your first glimpse. Now this was an Inca trading place, because here you have an ancient Inca trail that goes to different parts of the highlands of Peru, and then this one here which goes all the way to Cusco. So this is another classic example of the Inca reusing an older site, because you see the Inca work on the left, and you see the beautiful megalithic no mortar construction, and then here above you have the Inca work with mortar. So that is what we see at all of the significant Inca sites. Is you see that wherever you find the megalithic aspect, it means that the Inca found it, knew that the place was important, and therefore built their own construction in this style with mortar and rough stone, embracing the older work, which is typical at Ollantaytambo, Sacsayhuaman, Machu Picchu, and the city of Cusco. Again, you see the difference. Here we have the Inca style of construction, and then the remnants of the older work. Another key point is it's not even the same type of stone, because when we look at the Inca construction stone, you see how it fractures easily. So it appears to have been layered when it was formed originally. But then when we go into what we call the megalithic aspect, you see it's all homogeneous. This is volcanic, likely basalt. And again, the transition from this beautiful basalt stone to the Inca work. And the Inca work is on top of the megalithic work, so obviously it's older. The Spanish did no construction in this area. It was abandoned at the end of the Inca civilization in the mid-16th century. So again, like many of the other ancient sites we see in Peru, especially in the highlands, we see that a very advanced megalithic culture existed not only in Cusco, but in a vast area here way up in the highlands. And these sites were found by the Inca. The Inca were astonished at what they saw, and so what they did is they constructed on top and around the older work. For more information, please look at my book called Aftershock, available at Amazon.
When you start to ask the question, it unfolds the fabric of space itself, how it's made. What is it made of?
We're not alone in this universe. We never have been. Alien intelligences have cohabited with us on this planet for millions of years.
We inherited the obsession from the Anunnaki. Anyone that still thinks that we're the ones that are obsessed with gold does not know enough about the true history of our species, how we came to be here, and the conditions that brought us here.
We are not unique in this universe. Extraterrestrials do exist. We are, so to say, the copies of them.